You're listening to SMP on Gravity. Declare your independence from trash tunes and vote for more bangers.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Seb here with the SMP show on Gravity. With me is Mike.
Hello, everybody.
And Pete.
Hello.
Shipway, Nova, he's Shipway. How's your week been?
Well, actually, something funny happened to me on Thursday.
Well, let us be the judge of that. Tell us your misfortune.
So I'm in a pantomime, and we're rehearsing a scene.
Yeah, he was actually performing the pantomime. He wasn't just visiting.
Yeah, we were rehearsing a scene.
Come closer. And stop rustling those bags. This is a proper show, man.
Don't worry, we just had something to eat. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so am I, but you don't hear me go... Go on, Pete.
Yeah, you're not Hannibal Lecter.
No, I don't go...
Yeah, so I put my arm out to point to something, and one of the other actors was standing right there, and I hit him in the face.
You whacked him.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Did he take it personally, or did he understand what happened?
No, I understood.
So he just looked a bit confused at you. Thing is, stories like that are only funny when there's serious injury involved. Mike, have you got any acting mishaps from your past?
Apart from getting smacked in the head by a descending sign when I was on Father Ted once. And that was a really big... It was not a small sign, I tell you. I think it was about as big as this wall here.
Oh, wow. So it was a huge sign. Oh, I remember.
It was a gigantic... It had like one big corner just bang you on the top of the head.
Bloody hell. I thought that corners were good for you. Muller yogurt reference. Who remembers them? Did you ever have those in your lunchbox? Like, some kids did.
Still a thing.
Yeah, they're still a thing, but I don't know if you still have them now. Or...
Oh, I love them.
Oh, what ones do you like, Mike? You look all excited about
I love all
this.
the fruit ones.
Oh, the healthy-ish ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have the ones with like the chocolate bits in and stuff, like the banana ones with the flakes. I do
have the raspberry cheesecake ones. Those are nice.
Yeah, you look like the type to have the cheesecake ones. That wasn't an insult, by the way. It's just I know how much he likes his confectionery.
Oh yes, definitely.
Now here's something sweet coming up. A song from the last decade by Girls Aloud. Sound of the Underground. Let's play it.
You, what you are, oh, what?
That was Emma Bunton with What I Am. What were you saying, Mike? You said that she was the only one that smiled or something like that.
No. I was just saying she was one of 4 Spice Girls that was able to crack a smile. The 5th one, of course, not being able to in the form of Victoria Beckham.
Ah, well, I don't think it should be too disparaging.
No, of course.
And before that, we had Rihanna, which was Mike's Pete. Mike's pick.
Mike's pick.
Sorry, I was looking at Pete while I was thinking about Mike, as odd as that sounds. And then before that, we had Girls Aloud with Sound of the Underground.
Nice.
Pete, didn't you have an anecdote about them?
What, Girls Aloud?
No.
Oh, sorry, I put you on the spot. Oh, I remember what it was. All the best stuff that we say is when we're not on the air, because afterwards Pete said, oh yeah, and I smacked a dwarf in the face once.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Really? Also, the person that you...
Give us some context, Pete, so the audience don't think you're horrible.
Well, I told the story.
Yeah, but you didn't say that on air.
Yes, I did.
What, was the person you smacked a dwarf?
Yes.
That makes it even worse.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I know you didn't, but it's just unfortunate. Why do you always have the worst luck with dwarves? Wait a minute, were you doing Snow White?
Yes.
It was an actual dwarf?
Yeah.
Oh wait, do you mean he was playing a dwarf or he was a dwarf?
Well, both.
Both? Well yeah, it'd be a bit weird if he was playing Snow White, I suppose.
So a dwarf was actually being played by a midget, yeah? What?
Although I'd like to see a role reversal of that, where the dwarves are normal height and Snow White is a dwarf. That'd be good, because it'd be like opposites.
That would be a strange thing to say.
I mean, you know what Disney are like with their reboots? It's probably going to happen sooner or later, and I like it when they do the role reversal.
I feel like having Warwick Davis as the BFG if Disney get too
Oh,
far.
that'd be great,
Come on,
actually.
Pet.
Yeah, well...
Disney have done a BFG film.
Well, was it
Wow.
Peter Dinklage in the Avengers? He played like a giant, didn't
Yeah.
he?
The Hulk.
Yeah. No, he didn't play the Hulk. No, he played the guy who made the new hammer for Thor, didn't he?
Oh,
was that Infinity War?
Yeah, it was in Infinity War, Pete.
Was he
That's
actually
right.
one of the... was played as
He
one
was
of
the man who made the axes.
Oh,
You know, and he
from
made it from the sun. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember from the old Norse.
I don't mean it was paper
myths.
mache, and he made it from the Sun newspaper.
No. He was one of the. It was they were the dwarves of Norse mythology, where they were the expert craftsmen.
Yeah, that's right. So they weren't like in pantomimes and stuff and making money in Star Wars.
Oh.
You know, they were real legendary ones. All right, let's play some more music. We've got some more classics coming up. So let's have some hits, some fine hits.
About a girl.
14
Okay,
seconds.
that was a song about a girl by Luke Cutforth and Patty Waters. Who's that?
Yeah, he's a musician as well.
Is that someone he's collaborated with, I assume?
Yeah.
Do you know what? That
And
was
he
pretty
plays
good.
the girl in the video.
He plays the girl.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, I
Patty
need to see that.
Walters plays the girl in the video.
Wait, I thought that Patty was a girl.
No.
I think
That's weird.
Short for Patrick.
Yeah, it could be, I suppose. Yeah, it's a bit confusing though, isn't it? You know,
Yeah, a little bit.
but yeah, like Pete was saying, he got a bit of a Blink-182 about him, which is brilliant considering that he's British. Yeah, I really like that. He should do more music. And then before that, we had Samurai Champloo.
Oh, it's one of
explain,
those-
Mike. Explain. Mike requested this, so explain yourself.
Basically, it was just it was their end credits song, and someone has basically done like English lyrics to it.
It sounded a bit anime-ish.
It is, yeah. It's
Yeah.
actually from an anime.
I see. And before that, we had Bloodhound Gang, which isn't from an anime, with The Bad Touch, which is... Well, they're not a one-hit wonder. Pete said that they've done other songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did Firewater Burn.
I don't remember that.
The roof is on.
I think they sung it better than Pete. He makes it sound like a nursery rhyme. There's a lot of dodgy nursery rhymes, like London's Burning. You know, they're all about plagues and death, aren't they? All these nursery rhymes.
The bridge is falling
Rockabye-
down.
Yeah, London Bridge is
Rockabye
falling
baby,
down.
your baby falls out of the tree.
Yeah, they're scary stuff.
Georgie,
Ring around-
Porgy, Pudding and
Ring
Pie
around
kissing...
Rosie. It's about the plague.
And Georgie kissing all the girls and making them cry.
Well, explain that, because there's obviously more to it than just kissing girls and making them cry. What, you mean without consent? That's awful.
Well, why else
That's
would
terrible.
Someone, why else would someone why else would a girl cry if she didn't want to be kissed by someone?
Maybe with happiness.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
not be as sinister as you sound. I think sometimes we can overanalyze things.
Jack and
Yes,
Jill.
we do.
Well,
Jack and Jill?
Jack and Jill falling down the hill.
I thought you were going to say there was something to do with incest there.
No.
I don't know, why am I imagining incest? This is really weird.
Because you're a messed up mind,
Right,
Seb.
let's change the subject. I went to see Suede the other day.
Oh, nice.
Well, Suede and the Pretenders. It was a triple bill because it was Suede, the Pretenders. Right, I got there just in time. The bands that were, you know, like warm-up bands, I can't remember what they're called, but they were very folkish. You know, like they did some folk music.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to call them Men With Hats, because I can't remember what they're called, and they all had hats. They're not affiliated with Men Without Hats. They were on for about 20 minutes, they were alright. Then it was the Pretenders. Yeah, they're okay. You know, depends how much you like the Pretenders, really, but they did their, you know, hit songs. You know, we're going to play one of those later.
Nice.
But Suede, let me tell you, Suede live, go and see it. You know, Brett Anson's great, just running about the stage, leaping up, jumping into the crowds. It's a force of nature. It's brilliant.
That is brilliant.
It was just a good laugh. It was a great time, and you know, everyone was singing along, and you know, he did some quiet ones, like he did the Wild Ones, and he did it acoustic, and the whole audience joined in. I didn't want to sing too loud. And he was right next to me at one point as well, because he jumped into the crowd and he just went past me, and it was really
Wow.
good. Yeah, I'm going to upload the videos later on the Facebook page, which I really should have done a few days ago.
Oh, I'll have to look at that when you do.
Yeah, you would have loved it, Pete. Yeah, honestly, if they ever come to Birmingham, we should go, because it's a really good show live. And I missed the last two songs, maybe, because I had to catch the tube. Oh, let me tell you about the tube. Have you guys... No, I was in London.
Oh, right, okay. Unless
I told you I was going to London the other day. Why did you think I was going to London?
I have a short memory, Seb. Please forgive me.
Oh, sorry, I'm being too harsh. But have you guys ever been on the tube in
I
London?
think I've
Yeah.
been on it.
Loads of times.
Yeah, how do you find it?
If I find it difficult, but then again, I'm about 6'4".
Well, I suppose for different reasons than me, because the problem is when I go, I panic and forget everything. I forget how it works, and it looks really complicated. And what's annoying is how people gatekeep the knowledge there. You know, like, oh, look at him, he doesn't know where it goes. You know, what an idiot. It's like, you know, I don't live in London. I don't need to know where the northbound green or yellow one it goes. You know, I don't need to know how to get to Kew or whatever. Or, I don't know, Cockfosters, which I can get away with saying because that's the name of the place.
It is a real place,
Cockfosters.
isn't it?
Come on, say it. Cockfosters. We can say it
Cockfosters.
because it's a place. Cockfosters. But yeah, I was also hoping to have a bit more time in London because where the gig was at the Hammersmith, whatever it's called, I forgot already. But yeah, where it is just like a 15-minute walk from the bottom bench.
Oh.
You know the bottom bench? It's now a Rick Mail Memorial bench.
Oh,
but,
wow.
you know, at the beginning of bottom when they're sitting on the bench in
Yeah.
Hammersmith.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, so I would have liked to have gone there and get a picture, but it was already dark by the time I got there, and I had minutes to spare until the show started because there were problems with the tube. But yeah.
Yeah.
And the problems weren't me being too stupid to figure it out, by the way. It was just... I won't even go into it.
Nah, no worries.
Nah. Okay, now let's have some vintage hits. Let's enjoy.
Now.
What a hit. A fine hit.
A fine
you might
hit,
say.
yes.
Yeah. Born Slippy by Underworld. Jinx.
Jinx,
At the
yeah.
same time. Hey, which one of us can't talk? I can't remember. Oh, well, Unjinxed, whatever. Pete, you said that you didn't know what the lyrics were until today.
No, I've never listened to
You know,
it.
lager,
I've never
lager,
gotten that far in
shandy,
the
shandy. That.
I've never gotten that far in the song.
I wonder if it's based on drinks orders. You know, it's probably the best song ever that's based on drinks orders.
Probably.
Okay, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's today's celebrity interview. And who
Nice.
have we got, you may ask?
Yeah, who have we got today?
Thanks for asking. It's Tom Hardy.
Oh.
So, let's have a listen. Sir Tom Hardy, because I give everyone a knighthood for some reason. Let's have a listen. Pete says the actor or the author.
Well,
It's the actor. Hello, Tom Hardy. I've got to say it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Of course.
Yeah. So, do you fancy a refreshment?
Let's not stand on ceremony here.
Of course. Let's just get on with some questions.
Go on, Nell. Do your work.
You look a little uncomfortable there, like you have really bad indigestion or something.
The fire rises.
Oh, that's too bad. Have some Gaviscon. I hope it makes you feel better.
Indeed, I hope it does.
So, my first question is regarding your acting career. What film would you say has influenced your career the most?
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
What, with Jim Carrey? Yeah, that was a really good movie. I bet it influenced your dark comedy persona in Venom a lot. Do you think you'll make a second one?
Impossible.
Oh, that's a shame. I heard you built your own house using your money from the Dark Knight movies.
I will show you where I have made my home.
Oh, lovely. That looks really great. Nice pictures. Are those mahogany tables?
Admirable, but mistaken.
Oh, well, it's an easy mistake to make.
And what is this?
Oh, that's just a list of some of the songs we're playing later. I'm playing some Oasis, New Order, Chemical Brothers, you know, all the best ones from Manchester.
I was born in it.
Really? I always thought you came from London. I'm not going to play Lewis Capaldi, don't worry.
It would be extremely painful.
Tom, it's been a pleasure. I've got to go up the town. It's bonfire night and I don't want to miss it, but the traffic's really bad, so I'm a bit worried.
You'll just have to imagine the fire.
Yeah, it's just my luck, I suppose. Thank you anyway. Yes, very entertaining. So, what did you guys think of
Wow.
Sir Tom Hardy?
Oh, it's just very nice to finally meet him.
Thing is, I didn't actually realise that he really sounds like that in real life. You know, I
Yeah.
thought that, he had a different voice. And I thought he put that voice on for The Dark Knight. You know, Dark Knight
Interesting.
Rising, or Rises. I don't know. Oh, well. Okay, we've got
You
some...
put the song in twice.
I know I did. I'm sorting it, Pete. What are you like? Actually, I don't know what you're like, which is weird considering how long I've known you. Okay, we've got a brand new song coming up. And we're going to play your requests. We're going to play your requests, but not just yet, because we've got a new song coming up. Came out this week by The Big Moon. Following that newest song by Blossoms and something that Mike has requested.
Oh, thank you.
Naive, the Kooks, which sound like Scottish chefs. You know, the Kooks. The Kooks. But I always thought that the lyrics were, I know, she knows, I'm not from New Oscott. And I thought that was a bit of a oddly specifically regional thing. Like, no, I'm from King's Standing, I'm not from New Oscott. Oh dear. And then before that, we had Blossoms with There's a Reason Why. I love that song, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
And the new song by The Big Moon, which is very poppy and nice. And what's the music video? Because they all do like the 90s boy bands, you know, and they, you know, they've dressed like that and they do the moves, and it's really good. You'd like it, Mike.
Yeah, I do. I'm fond of the 90s stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff, isn't it?
Very.
Do you know what is a big obsession that I don't understand? Well, I do understand
What's
it.
that?
Weight loss, but it's how it manifests itself. It's like the other day I was going through the internet and I saw, like, look what Hurley from Lost looks like now. You know, it will shock you. Those annoy me. But they annoy me because I was really curious about this because, you know, I've not seen Lost in 10 years. It ended 10 years ago. So I thought, what does Hurley from Lost look like? But you had to click through 30 celebrities and I just gave up because...
I've seen those
and most of them aren't even that impressive. You know, like there's one like Alan Rickman had to lose £10 to play Snake. Who cares? It's £10. You know, what's £10 in the grand scheme?
There was one about...
He wasn't a beast, was he?
No.
There was one about a celebrity met Britney Spears and thought she was a fan. And yeah.
What, of him or...
Yeah.
That's great, didn't recognise. Wait, was she bald at the time?
No, I don't think.
Yeah, because I'd probably struggle to recognise her.
It was one of those articles where you have to click through.
Oh, I just hate the clickbait. Although Sam Smith was huge at one point, I didn't know. Yeah.
And now he just looks like Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah, they look less huge now than they used to.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm talking about multiple people. I know what they are talking
John
about.
Newman looked a bit chubby as well before he...
Oh, what, you know, like you got a friend in me. No, that's Randy Newman, sorry.
No, John
He does
Newman.
sound like that, though.
What, he sounds like that in real life? Can you go down the road and buy me some sweets?
You know what I said, it's true. I can feel the love. Can you feel it too?
Oh yeah, I know that. Although you make it sound like Macy Gray. Everyone sounds like Macy Gray. Go on, do We Will Leave a Light On.
You can leave a light on.
Oh, that's great. Oh, Weight Watchers though. What is the point of Weight Watchers? You go and there's all these like old cackling hens queuing up, and half of them don't need to lose anyway. They just go because they're lonely and they don't know what to do. You know, so what's that? And also when you buy stuff there, they don't know how to use the card machine. Like, oh, it's bloody rocket science. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with it. You just don't know how to use it.
Oh, I've actually been to Weight Watchers before, so
Is that
I
accurate?
can see. Yeah, it's more or less accurate.
Oh, it's bloody rocket science. Well, it's not for people who work at Sainsbury's, is it? If they can do it, you can, love.
Like, come on, it's just Auntie Pam trying to do a little side job, okay?
But they act like it's technologically advanced. It's chip and pin. We've had it since the 90s. Catch up. And they have an app. That's even worse because they don't know how to use the app either. It's like, I'll just input this. Oh, I've gone on the internet. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I've got my pictures up. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, this bloody phone.
He's actually tapping his phone. Oh, this is great. Right, coming up, we've got REM and a couple of songs from Sorry and Our Girl. You're going to enjoy this. And then after that, we've got Cunning Linguist, which is the show where I play some songs translated into other languages and you have to guess what they are.
Ooh.
So, just to tide you over, let's play REM. In My Head, Our Girl. What a song. And before that... What was going on then? I don't know. Before that, Sorry with Right Round the Clock and REM with Shiny Happy People.
Nice.
Yes. Good songs, good songs. And do you know what we've got now?
What?
Cunning Linguist.
Nice.
Right, so you've got 3 challenges this week. The first song is in German.
Uh-huh.
The second song is in Spanish. And the third song is in Dutch.
Oh, so this first one's going to sound like we're being yelled at.
Quite possibly Pete.
Not being nasty, because have you ever spoken to...
That's as far as it goes. Sorry, I'm trying to get him to...
Listen.
Yeah. I'm giving him the headphones. It sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Like innuendo.
Whenever I hear German people speak, it always sounds like they're telling you off.
Rock Me Amadeus.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like telling you off. Anyway, listen to
Wir
this.
lieben es zu feiern, wir feiern gerne, wir lieben es zu feiern, wir feiern gerne, wir lieben es zu feiern, wir mögen. Wir feiern gerne, wir lieben es zu feiern. Ich muss dir etwas sagen, ich habe Neuigkeiten für dich. Ich werde ein paar Räder in Bewegung setzen, mach dich bereit. Denn wir kommen durch. Hey jetzt, hör was ich jetzt sage, Glück ist gleich um die Ecke, hey jetzt. Hör was ich jetzt sage, wir werden für sie da sein, der Venga-Bus kommt und jeder springt New York durch San Francisco, eine zwischenstaatliche freie Disco. Die Räder aus Stahl drehen sich und die Ampeln brennen, also, wenn Sie gerne feiern, steigen Sie ein und bewegen Sie Ihren Körper.
Okay, it's guessing time.
I know what it is.
Pete
Well,
thinks he knows, so he
What do you
gets
think?
dibs. What do you think it was?
We like to party.
Well, that's not the
By the
actual name of the
Venga-
song.
Yes, it is.
I thought it was Venga-Bus. It's Venga-Bus, Pete. But yeah, it is Venga-Bus. I knew what you meant.
We're fire, so it was a fire. We like to party.
The Venga-Bus
We
is
like to
coming.
party.
That one.
Yeah,
do you remember it?
I remember it now. I didn't know the lyric San Francisco was in it.
Yeah, New York to San Francisco.
Oh,
That
right.
bit.
Oh, got ya.
Yeah. Okay, next one is in Spanish. So,
Oh, dear.
let's put it to the test and see what this could be.
Oh, gracias.
I haven't got an house made of grass.
Todos tartamudean de una forma u otra, así que mira mi mensaje para ti. De hecho, no dejo que nada te detenga si el Scatman puede hacerlo. Tú también puedes. Todos dicen que el Scatman tartamudea, pero nunca tartamudea cuando canta, pero lo que no sabes. Te lo diré ahora que el tartamudeo y el excremento es lo mismo. Yo soy el Scatman. ¿Dónde está el Scatman? Soy el Scatman. ¿Por qué deberíamos estar complaciendo a todos los paganos políticos? ¿Quién trataría de cambiar las estaciones si pudieran? El estado de la condición insulta mi intuición. Y solo me vuelve loco y un corazón como la madera. Todos tartamudean de una forma u otra, así que mira mi mensaje para ti. De hecho, no dejes que nada te detenga si el Scatman puede hacerlo, hermano. Tú también puedes. Soy el Scatman.
Mike, you look like you knew what that was.
I think I heard the lyrics Scatman. Whether it's Spanish for something or it was an actual.
El Scatman.
El Scatman. Is it Scatman?
¿Dónde está el Scatman? Yes, it is.
Sí. Ah,
It's
Scatman.
Scatman. Sí. Da-da-da-da.
Is it El
Da-da-da-da.
Scatman?
The
Sí.
jingle.
That's man's
Yeah,
not.
that sounds like.
That is Señor's not fuego.
Okay, this last one is in Dutch, so I want you guys to give it a go and see what it is.
Stel je een land voor, het is een verre plaats waar de kamelen van de caravan rondlopen, waar je dwaalt tussen elke cultuur en taal. Het is chaotisch, maar hey. Het is thuis wanneer de wind uit het oosten komt en de zon komt uit het westen en het zand in het glas heeft gelijk. Kom naar beneden. Kom langs, spring op een tapijt en vlieg naar een andere Arabische nacht, terwijl je door de straten slingert bij de legendarische bazaars met kraampjes vol cardamom. Je kunt elk kruid ruiken terwijl je onderhandelt over de prijs van de zijde en de satijnen sjaals. Oh. De muziek die speelt als je door een doolhof beweegt in de nevel van je pure genot. Je bent gevangen in een dans. Je bent verloren in de trance van nog een Arabische nacht. Arabische nachten zoals Arabische dagen vaker wel dan niet zijn heter dan heet op veel goede manieren. Arabische nachten zoals Arabische dromen. Dit mystieke land van magie en zand is meer dan het lijkt.
Okay.
I'm at a loss.
Really?
So am I.
Really? You don't know?
No. Just I know how some of these languages you can pick up certain bits of lyrics, but this one I couldn't find
It's
anything.
probably wrong, but is it the safety dance?
Yes!
Oh.
Is it?
I can't believe you got it back.
Wow. How did you find that out? Was it just a guess?
It's just a guess.
Really?
This is weird. It's weird how you knew that, because,
It was right. Wow.
yeah. Right, well, we're going to play some requests that we've had in a minute.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so, well, this isn't a request, this is something I picked, but...
Which requests have we got today then?
I've got both of them from my cousin, who is here right now, actually. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, he snuck in and... but he created a fake account in order to do 2 requests. There's no rule against having more than 1 request, but I like how devious this was. Thing is, I'm allowing this because I like the songs that he picked, so I'm going to allow this. Alright, so let's have some fine hits.
You're listening to SMP on Gra...
I Am the Walrus by the Beatles. Not to be confused with I Am in Walrus, which is a parody song that we never got round to doing.
No.
And before that, we had David Bowie of Space Oddity. Both of those songs requested by my cousin. And The View by Same Jeans, or is it the other way around? Same Jeans by The View. I'm an idiot. It's like Kiss by a Seal by Rose. But yeah, Pete was the one who picked that one. Nice choice, Pete. Nice choice.
Nice.
Do you know, we're just talking about old things that don't exist anymore, like Woolworths.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mike, what did you come up with?
MFI.
MFI!
Yeah,
Who
the old
remembers
furniture
MFI?
place.
What is it?
Wasn't there a catalogue that you had to get for MFI?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I'll have to ask my old workmate because she used to be a regional manager for them.
Oh, bloody hell. She's not the reason why they no longer exist, is she?
Oh, no, she was brilliant at her job.
Oh, so it wasn't her fault. Was it one of those that went during like the credit crunch around 2007, or was it before that?
I don't
I
know.
think MFI was around during the 90s. Like, really, like...
DFS is a survivor.
DFS is a good survivor.
Yeah, and before MFI, there was things like, Nectar Points. You remember Nectar Points? I think they still do those at Sainsbury's.
Yeah,
I went in
they
the
do.
other week, and it was like a time capsule. Like, do you want any Nectar Points? Like, they still do those. But you used to be able to buy things like cars and holidays with those if you saved up enough.
Yeah, definitely. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Imagine if you kept saving more up until the present day.
Go on, Pete.
I saw a video where someone went round in Heelys for the day.
Oh, yeah, mate. Did you
didn't
ever have
know.
Heelys, Pete?
I never had them.
I had them once.
I didn't know they still existed.
To be honest, I just used them for walking. They were a bit pointless for healing.
I'd never be able to wear Heelys.
I think they were banned at school, weren't they?
Yeah.
At one point? So,
Were they?
but how dangerous can they be, Heelys? They're not rollerblades, are they?
Not really.
Because you still got the grip from the front.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember Bebo? That was like an old website. I had an account on Bebo, but it was the most pointless thing because Facebook was around by then, and it's like, what can you do with Bebo that you can't do with Facebook?
Exactly. MySpace is just the same as well.
Yeah,
That's
and
an ancient
MySpace.
one.
I never had MySpace.
I
had Bebo though.
I think I considered getting a MySpace account. Everyone was like, nah, it's pointless, just go on Facebook. Because Facebook was new then. Yeah, Facebook was new then. And, what was I going to say about Bebo? Yeah, I imagine that it still exists, but there's just one old lady, like, it's a phone, covered in cobwebs, and one day it's just going to ring and she'll go, hello, Bebo? Because they're still in service.
Do you remember Habbo Hotel?
Yes, I think some of the people on Gravity play that. But what is it? Because I never got that. Was it like RuneScape?
Habbo Hotel.
What was it?
I've never played RuneScape, so I don't.
But what is it, though, Pete?
It's basically like a social network, but it's in a hotel.
So it's like a more complicated and pointless version of Facebook.
Sort of.
It's like The Sims crossed with Facebook.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay, that's a good way of putting it. That actually sounds more interesting than it probably is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got a few songs coming up. We've got a song by Suede, who I saw, another song by The Pretenders, who I saw, which was covered by Suede on the night. In fact, it was the only time I've ever covered it. If it was a recording of it, I would have done it on Under the Covers. But I digress. And then we've got something from the 80s, as requested by Zach. So let's see what treasures we have in store for the listener. Play that music. Play that funky music, right, boy. Or is it white boy? It's white boy, because I thought it was right boy. Like, play it right, don't play it wrong. But play that funky music, white boy. That was Brass in Pocket by The Pretenders, who were covered, funnily enough, and that's your Under the Covers for the day, by Suede when I saw them live. Oh, that was a good night out. Really was.
Was it special?
So special.
So special.
Hey, gonna make you notice.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Okay, next song is requested by Zach. Well, he requested something from the 80s, and do you know what? We've got a few minutes left. We couldn't just pick one song from the 80s, so here are two hits from the 80s. This song was banned for homosexuality, so let's have a listen.
Oh, charming.
Alright, Depeche Mode, Just Can't Get Enough. And before that, we had, what was it? Before that, Frankie Goes Hollywood and Relax.
Yeah, right in front of you.
I know, I'm an idiot. Band in the 80s for its very mild homoerotic stuff in the music video and the lyrics.
Homo-associated.
Yeah, homo-associated, yeah.
I looked up the lyrics and there's nothing...
There isn't, is there? If you want to come, you know, if you want to go somewhere, if you want to come, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Pete, you got an email, didn't you?
Yeah, I get loads of emails.
Yeah, but you were going on about, you were ranting about it because it was spam.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Well,
do the impression you were doing, because you do your best stuff when we're not listening.
Like, your Netflix subscription is due to end...
I like how you imagine he sounds like Tommy Wiseau. Well, I think that's about all we've got time for this week. It's been fun. It's been emotional. It's been a gas, as Blondie would put it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm going to play us out this week with a classic from the Foo Fighters. Probably the most famous song, maybe?
The Pretender.
Yeah, you know the one. Well, they're listening to
vaguely.
it now. See you next week, guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Have a good one. Or don't, I don't care. Goodbye.
Can I have a listen?
This has been the SMP show.